Whenever you're ready.
I'm Kevin Thievendran, and for the last year, I've been doing research in the space of climate change and clean energy. So when I first entered TKS, some of the biggest thoughts that I associated with climate change and energy were increased carbon emissions, melting ice caps, and destroyed habitats. While those things are very important, one of the biggest things I learned while researching more into climate change were its impacts on everyday farmers in the developing world. So that's where I met Grace, a smallholder farmer from the nation of Malawi. Every morning at 5 a.m., Grace wakes up to take care of her farm where she grows corn, legumes, and other vegetables. Like her and the other 4 million smallholder farmers from the country of Malawi, they rely on rain as their primary source of irrigation. But when the rain doesn't fall, her crops wither and her income disappears that quickly. And this is a growing problem for farmers in the developing world, where droughts have become more and more prevalent, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. And with these droughts, they take away the harvest for these farmers and hold them back from supporting their families financially. So what if farmers like Grace could have access to proper irrigation tools that could actually hold these farmers afloat during drought season? Well, one of these tools can do just the trick, and these are the solar-powered irrigation pumps. These solar-powered irrigation pumps are a game changer. On average, they could double or triple Grace's yearly yields, and one study showed in a Malawian village, it could add up to $500 to her yearly income, which is triple her average. But the problem with these pumps is that they're very expensive. They cost $800 in the market, more than what she earns in a single year. So that's where my project at Agri Malawi comes in. Our goal is to make these tools affordable to these farmers using a novel microfinancing solution. And I call it the pay-as-you-harvest solution. So in Malawi, we'll partner up with farming cooperatives, which are groups of 10 to 15 farmers. After we partner up with them, we'll deploy their pump in their local village, and each farmer will be asked to pay twice a year over a 2-year payback period. After that payback period has concluded, the farmers will own the pump outright. And what makes our solution at Agri Malawi different from the status quo is that farmers get to pay after harvest season when they actually have disposable income to pay the loans back. Normally they'll be paying weekly, daily, or monthly, but that's just not feasible because the farmers don't have enough money on that day-to-day basis. And to make this solution scalable across Malawi and even elsewhere, we've developed a comprehensive payment platform which makes it easy and accessible for farmers to pay that easy. So for farmers who do have access to phones, which is most of the case in Malawi, farmers like Grace would have access to a phone with no internet. In that case, they'll be using a USSD service where we'll send them a message about payment deadline, they'll use an activation code, and just like that, you see all the options to make their payment. And farmers do have access to the internet. They can download our app from the App Store, put in the relevant login information, and just like that, they'll see a comprehensive payment dashboard with all the information they need to know. So I'd like to stress that the solution we've created at Agri Malawi is not just unique to farmers like Grace. It's actually scalable to 570 million farmers around the world. And when we give farmers the tools they need to thrive, they not only support their families, they can uplift their communities, but can also promote sustainable development in their respective countries. Thank you.